So you could work on just two measures there, and every time I played those two measures, I did something different.
Yes.
And it's all with a lot of nuance. Now look how soft I'm playing that. Now I'm on D flat, right? So not. I'm going to add in the 9. Something interesting about
Yes.
the way. Now I'm going to jump up here. So that's F7. So look at all the notes. And sometimes I'm not thinking just 4 notes. So I have F7, and then I play, here's the melody, right?
Yes.
And then I'm playing a B7 on top of that. So in terms of F7 is the 1, 3, 7, then I have the flat 9, the 3 again, and the sharp 11. So I'm playing like maybe a B upper structure triad. I could maybe do this. Like a diminished structure. Okay. So my point is, when you play these tunes and you play the melody with the harmony, like a solo type thing, you need to add that color. Okay, very important. But also, at the same time, make sure you have the clarity.
Yes.
Okay, all right. So I'm going to play the melody up here now, an octave. See how it's building up and all of a sudden it came down? You have to keep the listener engaged. So it's always, if it's always the same, everything is long, everything is sustained, and there's no dynamics, you're going to lose them.
Okay.
Okay? So feel free. You might reach a peak and all of a sudden, bang, you drop down and go to nothing. Okay? The other thing too is space. There's a lot of space there.
Yes.
It doesn't have to be long, okay? One of the ways Gary Burton worked on the solo pieces, like Chega or Grande Amore, is he was comping behind Stan Getz. And a lot of his solo pieces, like Chega, were as a result of his comping.
Yes.
And so what you might want to do with this tune is, I'm just going to comp. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's sort of like solo playing.
Yes.
Okay, and I was just thinking about comping and doing different voicing. So the thing about comping, you want to know, different types of voicings, like maybe symmetrical diminished, where I'm transposing every shape in the diminished scale in thirds, you know.
Okay.
And a lot of piano players do that. Sometimes I'll play a cluster.
Yes.
Okay. Sometimes I'll play maybe guide tones here, let's say B flat 7, and I'm going to play an E upper structure triad. So knowledge of upper structure triads, all that is important.
How you practice the comping? Are you like, okay, today I just do every upper structure for the 12 different...
Sure. Yeah. Practice upper structures, practice voicings in fourth, clusters, symmetrical diminished type voicing, but then put it in the context of a tune. That's important. Because if you only do exercises, you're not getting an idea how it's going to work, how it's going to sound. Okay, so that's important. But let's say you wanted to work on upper structures on G flat 7. So I'm thinking that's going to be a Lydian flat 7. So a good upper structure would be A flat. Okay. So now, okay, how do I use that? So here's G flat 7. Here's A flat. I can do any inversion. So I'm going to think. All right. So now that's important too. A lot of violin players, when they play four mallet, they think four mallet voicings, four note voicings. They limit themselves. So with stacking, right, we can play those 6 notes, 1, 2, 3, and then the, right? So I'm playing the basic chord here, and then the A flat upper structure here. I'm seeing that. I can play those notes anywhere I want. Okay, it's important that you see it. Okay.
Yes.
Now, and we're going to be able to use that for improv if we just use that shape. But let me put that, what we just talked about, in the context of the piece, okay? Right? Now, see how you could work an hour just with those 6 notes.
Yes.
So I can maybe think of these notes as target notes, right? Now I'm going to go from here to here, and I'm going to connect it. Okay, and that's one of the techniques Gary does in his solo playing. He'll think of an open voicing,
yes,
and outline those notes in his lines with embellishments.
yes.
So let's say if I'm on the bridge, D minor 7, I'm thinking D minor 7, G7. So guide tones, and I have the 9, G7, guide tones, flat 9, 13. Okay, so now those are my target notes. Okay, so what I just did is I created some lines based on that shape. Right? Now I'm going to think this, right? Okay. So the notes that are ringing now are that, okay? So you're getting a nice line, a very angular type line, but it sounds full.
Yes.
Okay, so that's a good technique. So the voicing thing is really important. I would say too, more dampening when you were playing before.
Yeah.
Even just for the melody, I would say. Even some of the accompaniment, can be with the dampening. So right there, you can see the left hand is helping the right hand a lot. Now here, when I come down, I'm going to play F minor. Right. So the right hand's coming down to play a voicing. When you play, you don't want this you need to see a lot of
Yeah.
this happening. And when you look at Gary play, you'll see
Yes.
a lot of that. Okay, if he does a rundown, he does 2-hand runs and run 2 hands. But when he just plays the melody, just to come up and dampen, you know, even with Chega, there's a lot of left hand helping the right hand. Okay, so that's important. Any questions?